Alright, back in Satisfactory. We are going to load up the game. There we go. So this is the Metroplex build in Update 5. We've been working on this for a couple of weeks now. Started it back in Update 4, but we've really expanded with the new building parts in Update 5. And I'm really glad to see so many people kicking around after the Minecraft stream. I'm glad that a number of people have stayed. I think that you'll enjoy this if you're new to Satisfactory. I think that it'll be something that you get a kick out of. It is nighttime right now, so rather than staring at the dark, let's take a look at some tickets. We've got 9 tickets there. These are things that we can use to buy cool things in the store that we can use to decorate the factory with. So we're going to have 11 total. That last ticket will be done soon. So let's see. What's left? Organization. Big old signs. We've got all the walls and windows. Hypertube wall attachments. I can't lie. That's going to be very handy. Let's put that in there. Foundations. We have all the foundations. Architecture. We have all of the new architecture. Cool. So we're all ready to go architecture-wise. Equipment, parts, customizer. So here is where I think we have stuff left. Yeah. And so some of it's expensive too. I feel like we kind of have to go with like 1, 2, and 3, right? Like I feel like that's the best use of our... That's 12 tickets. So if we ditch these, then that's 10 total. Transport patterns, number patterns, solid lines. Maybe we ditch the numbers. Maybe we ditch the numbers and go with the hypertube holes. Solid lines. Transport. We don't need crosswalks. The crosswalks will be fun to play with. Or we could ditch. We could do 11 if we do transport and numbers and pathways, and then we'll just wait for that other ticket. But how do you know how many days will be until the last accident? Do I need those? Those are signs. You can do that on signs, right? I use Satisfactory as inspiration for my modern Minecraft builds. That's a cool idea too, yeah. I've definitely pulled things back and forth from game to game. Ronan Kai, you unlocked a factory cart. Nice. Well played. Well played. I like the factory cart as well. Alright, well, while we're waiting for that last ticket, let's take a look. I do have lights shining on the build. We'll go up to the top of the building here. I've made some adjustments. This now has a roof. Unfortunately, these little lights are going to stick up, so we're going to have to figure out how to incorporate these into this building. But all this is now revised to be the same as the other side. And I moved the awesome sinks to the front. Those aren't going to stay there, but they're at least no longer sticking up in the way in places. Oh, I just realized we've got a missing part here. Also, I discovered this last night, that these are not quite black. And if you change in the customizer, if you change the concrete structure, it changes the color for all of your default concrete. It doesn't differentiate between regular concrete and plastic coated concrete, so that's kind of annoying. I wish that they would give us like more control over the defaults, you know? Anyway, I'll show you the mistake that we made last night. The more I think about this, I am still going back and forth between the subtle changes and the big ones. I think I prefer the big ones, but we made the pattern like this without any solid gaps in it. But if you think about it, if the thing has to come together, then it has to have a flat there and a flat there, which means that we're back to being stuck with this being an even number of walls needing a center. So I have to move the entire thing over by a half a foundation. Yeah, the subtle chunk V's versus the big chunk V's. The thing is, I think when you get far away from this thing, this is going to be too subtle. I feel like this is going to be better. And the crappy thing about that is that we can't color the edge as easily as we wanted to. Because this line, like this 2 foundation thick line, this requires a subtle edge like that. I mean, we could do a subtle edge in the middle and then a big chunky edges down the bottom. Like it's easy to adjust once it's all put the right way. Can you put the color swatches on a hotbar? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It looks like this. So I can do 1, 2. So like, there's red. 5 is yellow. 4 is gray. 3 is other gray. 1 is white again. You can put materials down too, so I can change it to concrete. I can do other gray. Very cool. I used Alt to change my hotbar. It just can't be in the menu. So yeah, I think what I have to do here, and here's the other thing that I tried, which looks cool, is I've got an edge to it. That is tar roof, and this is just a regular foundation. I think this looks the best. I've also come out by 2 foundations. So along here, I have a solid wall. I came out by 1 click, and then I skipped a space and skipped a space, and that was the adjustment I made. So we have, this shouldn't be too hard now that we know what we're doing. Did you change the scan button? Yes. It's now L. It's now L. It's not C anymore. Alright, is that ticket done? I do want to play around with a little bit of road paint. So yeah, it looks like we're just going to get some road details and see what that looks like. Customizer. Pathway patterns and solid line patterns. So if we go down here, and if I was to change this into something like concrete, I'm not sure whether we're going to go with light concrete, dark concrete. I'm not sure. And if we wanted to paint this with road stuff, I should maybe wait until the sun gets a little bit higher. Patterns. So we've got removal, center line, corner line. Oh, they give you a preview. That's cool. Solid line on the side, solid corners, double line, so that's interesting. Corners, doubles. So those aren't as cool as I thought they were going to be. I don't want it to go right down the edge. I want it to go kind of like almost down the edge. Maybe that's what these do. I also noticed this is one of them is shiny, like one of them is lighter than the other. Straight path. Can I then change the color of the path? How do you change the color of the path? So it's a white path. I'm hoping you can change the color of the path. Customize left mouse button. No. Let's just go with a single. Well, that's understated to say the least. Dotted line looks cool, but like, how do I change it from being white? You have two colors on the swatches. Looks like the lower one is the pattern. Two colors on the swatches. Looks like the lower one is the pattern. Oh. So that's the concrete structure edit. So if I edit the concrete to be, let's just go with like bright yellow. No, sorry. Cancel. This one. Ah, that's what it is. But see what I mean? Like that's a bright color and then this is more subtle. Interesting. So now the other road pieces should look cool. That's too bad that you have to do that over your entire... Well, wait a minute though. I guess you could change... So that's the default. But if we wanted it different, then we just have to choose a swatch that's different. So if I use this swatch, okay, yeah, so it changes the, right, okay. So you could customize it however you want. Like if we wanted just a single, like edit this swatch, if we wanted just a single experience to be like bright purple, select color, and then, right, okay. So it's technically, you could do it. So let's, what if we did, I guess we'll go with the solid line. No, don't rotate. Why is it auto-rotating? Cosmic? It's doing the auto-rotate thing. Why is it flipping to the other side every time I run along here? That's so annoying. Why would you think that that's a good design choice? Coffee stain. Come on. See, like, I have so many of these little things that I need to talk about, and I don't know whether... Why am I not able to put it in the corner? Oh, because it's already there. I mean, that's cool. That adds a little oomph to it. I was hoping to have something a little bit farther from the edge, like something that would go kind of like right here. But I guess that's okay. We need to customize center line. Double lines. Double dotted. So we can create like two lanes going down here if we wanted to. Interesting. Let's remove this. Change that to solid line. I mean, it's subtle, but it adds a little bit. We could maybe make these red to add some accent to Devastators, because we have the Devastator color preset. So load preset, Metroplex red. Yeah. There we go. Sorry, I totally think I just sniffed right in the mic. I apologize. There's some allergies or something happening today. Very stuffy. Alright, I think we can start to work on that now as the sun is getting higher. I just realized that my coffee is done, so give me 1 second to just grab that. I'll just hang out here and we'll be right back. Maybe the moon manta will fly by. But yeah, give me 1 second. Sorry, I've got this weird habit of like leaving my coffee in the kitchen, and I use a French press. And I've been drinking it black lately, and I don't know why I don't just bring the French press into the studio with me. Because then when it's ready, I could just press the French press and drink it right here. I don't know why I don't do that. Can you layer them, or is it just one pattern per foundation? It is just one pattern. Just one pattern per foundation, as far as I know. So that's the road line. What else did we get? Straight arrows. Yeah, see, it takes over. See, that's too bad. It takes over the line. Right? That's a little bit frustrating. Pioneer path. Smart crosswalk. Excuse me. Yeah, so like if we wanted to do a crosswalk across this way, we totally do that. Factory lines look like that. Have factory zones. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, those are right along the edge. I thought they might not be right up against the edge. The thing is, you could probably get away with it if you did like an off-center piece. You could probably mess around with things. We're going to mess around with some off-center stuff in just a minute so people know what I'm talking about. The corner is weird. The corner is strange that it goes down the middle. I mean, there's split lines too. So I guess you could make like parking spaces and stuff. Cosmic shared an image earlier, or a video earlier, in a DM to me. I don't know if she shared that on the Satisfactory channel and Discord as well, but it was a really cool waterfall build. It really looked good. Alright, so I know what I need to do. It's just a lot of work to do it. And hopefully you'll pick something up in terms of tips and tricks. So this is the middle of this here build. And we have to move these off-center pieces to be center. So I have to grab one of these walls, and we have to make sure that it is here. And that is the outside wall, correct? And we have here, and then I have to delete these two and put you there. And I think I'm just going to leave this one where it is. I'm going to remove this for now. And we're going to start with the outside. I guess we should probably start with the inside. Lie. So what I'm going to be doing, I think, is using the old Zoop foundation trick. Let's use walls, and let's use the glass walls, because that way we can see through it. I am smart. hey, let's just make a glass floor too. Why not? It's like a high dive from the circus. Yeah, it's too bad. I imagine... I kind of wish that there was a different way to do it. I'm not sure how they plan on implementing it. All right, so we need to go in here, and we need to start with this and dismantle everything here. And those two things. So if we grab this and go straight up the middle, then you'll see that it runs into this. But what we've done, because we've created this beam in between these two foundations, we now have, like, things are off the grid by a half foundation. And what that will allow us to do is have the middle, which is this line right here, we're going to be able to have a full one of these, like right there. So I can remove this, remove that, remove that, remove that. Don't know why that's all there. I guess that's the background. Right, so our other middle line is right here. So if we did like light blue, colors, light blue, pink, and then dark blue. Well, can't really see them that well. Let's do red and white. So there's our halfway line there. So what I've been doing is using this as kind of like a down point. So that would be the edge. We would do... Our next one would be here. There. And the next one would be to here. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I want to have a gap for depth. So the top one, I guess we'll come down into the half 2 spots. And then, like I said, I think I want to use these big ones because I feel like the big foundations... oh, I need to go upside down. And then if we leave ourselves a single gap, we can start to build the bottom. It's gonna be really tricky. Really tricky to see what's going on until the sun comes around the side. That goes there. So here is where we made the mistake, where we have to have this be something, oops, something that can be closed. Like if it's supposed to look like it's supposed to close, then it has to, the top and the bottom have to mirror one another. So I fixed that problem, but then I realized that I had a new problem. And that was that everything was off center. Right, so that's the back. This should come up past that. Yeah, and then this should come up past everything. Okay. So we need to... I think this should be the same. So if I grab one of these, this should go red when it hits the bottom. Well, okay, it doesn't reach. Crap. But it should go red when we hit this. So if I go 1, this should go red when it hits this front one. Or green, I guess. Won't go red because it's currently off center. Is really far away, really close? Yeah, it's really far away. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 24 meters away. The hard part, what I should do temporarily, let's do this for fun, just so that we can see, so it's not confusing. In the back here, it's one solid wall out of like just pure trickery. And so what I think I'll do here, just for the sake of clarity here on the stream and for my own brain, is we'll change it back into the fix-it wall. We'll put it back to concrete later, but it's just so fast to do it. It makes sense to, right? I wish you could eyedrop, like I wish that like shift control would like allow you to like select quick select materials, but I guess that's what the hotbar is for. Nailed it. Thanks, Ronan. All right, so here's that's wrong. This has to go. And typically these are easier to do if you grab a single piece and then just bring it all the way across. So there we can clearly see that that is the end. And it's going green because technically this other piece here is only a half and it's going into the wall. But this, if we remove this little bit here, right, so that's what we want for the top part. Again, assuming that we're going with the bigger chunk. And I think going like 2 of these little foundations, like 2 bits into the dark blue, makes sense. Because then you've got the bottom comes up 2 into the light blue. So we'll put another one of those here. Wait a minute, why is that? We should probably make this out of small bits. And so this should be on the same... Yeah, okay, so that's on the same depth. This needs to go. And so this bit here is going to be the same thing, except for... we're just going to build it in the opposite way. So we'll go up by a single foundation here. Grab this right there. And now, if it looked like it was supposed to close, it like... It has like a proper tooth connection to it. Don't know how we're going to deal with that gap. The rest of them are pretty easy because it allows us to see the edge. So we've got some advantages there. So is this... Yeah, okay, so you need to go. And we only need to bring this down so far before it's behind everything. So we'll go down to here. And then nothing else matters. And then we just have to redo this side. And I think I might try... We could always look to see if the big chunk, little chunk, looks better, but I just feel like if we get far away... Like if you think about seeing this build from a distance, I know up close it's more subtle and cooler, and we might be able to reuse the idea later on. That's something I like to do in this game if I can, is like if I find a cool build and cool idea and it doesn't work in that particular location, you can always like remember it and use it somewhere else. Hey, Be Brilliant, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. So yeah, that's the big chunky thing. And then the subtle, like, see, when you get even this far away, it looks like a curve. It doesn't look aggressive, right? It looks really subtle. And so that's why I think that that's going to be better. I know Cosmic, I feel like you and I were liking the subtle curve the other day, but yeah. That's such a fun command. The burp command. Okay, get rid of all this. I don't know if we're going to be using the tar roofs or not. They added a nice little bit of complexity, but I don't know, they didn't feel right. They're also a giant pain to place. The foundations are a lot faster and easier. We're going to change that material temporarily again. And then just continue this. And it should go into a half wall. Yep. Okay. So then this is wrong. This is also wrong. Yeah, but from what you've shown there, I'm thinking the big chunk. Yeah, big chunk. Big tooth, I guess, is a technical way to talk about it. I don't know. It's an imaginary futuristic robot factory with giant hangar bays that are 100 meters tall. So yeah. Technically, I mean, it could be called a chunk. That would be a very funny line in a sci-fi film. Open up the chunks! Release the chunks! I don't know. That seems like a lot. A big reach. Wait, we decided this was the lowest this had to go. Alright, so now deciding on this second piece. Clara Boya, rating with a party of 5. Thanks ever so much. I'll wait for the pre-roll ad to go. think they're a minute long. I don't remember. Is that incorrect? That's that one. I think I had this the right height. Hey, what are you working on? Clara Boya, thanks so much for the raid. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate you sharing your viewers. For anybody new, my name is Joel Duggan. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I'm also a professional podcaster. You might recognize my voice from the Spawn Chunks podcast, all about Minecraft, as well as the Citadel Cafe. Both of those are at their respective websites, easy to find, easy to look up on iTunes, etc. And this is the big Update 5 factory that we're working on for a Metroplex style build. So I'm going to jump in the Hypertube. We'll take a very quick look to see how things are shaping up. I meant to go a lot faster than that, so bear with me as we get to the Hyper... Okay. So we're building a factory based on this Transformer because why not? And right now, this is kind of where we are. There's some adjustments that need to be made. It's missing a lot of lights. We need to make some detail pieces. I like that you can clip buildings now, like production buildings of any kind can be clipped through the top of your foundations. So this is an accident, this is just temporary, but it gives me ideas for what we could put in specific locations to maybe create some interest and some detail. Specifically on like the top of these things and then the sides, I feel like this could have some really fun detail kind of sticking out here and there. But you can see our chunky doors from here, which is what I want, and that's what we're working on right now. If you look at the top right image, he's got some cool doors on his chest pieces, and so we're sort of taking different parts from the robot, from the Transformer, and aligning them up in different aspects of the factory as they suit us. I talk a lot about shape language. I'm trying to capture the shape language of the Transformer and translate it into something that we can use. See if I can make the jump from here to the ladder. It's always hard to go at these things sideways. Momentum, physics, good stuff. I'm disappointed this doesn't make a bong when you jump on it. Alright, so that's that one. Light, because we need that. That feels like it's too far out. That feels like it's too far in. What is going on here? That's... Did I do this wrong? Oh, I did this wrong. Whoops. Let's put that back right now. So it's supposed to be a little gap, a big gap, and a big gap. So we've got the little gap. Where's the beam? Oh no, that's right. It just looks wrong. So this is the correct position for door number 2. And then number 1 goes there. Oh, that's the incorrect spacing. This is the right spacing. I changed my soft clipping default highlight to green. I feel like it's easier to see the details when I do that now. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So this is going to be a block higher. And this is wrong. All right, so that is this. This can just get taken down to there, and this gets one there, and another one here. Right, so that's that. And then this would be here, there, and then there, and there. It makes the pattern a lot wider. And I'm going to put a door here right now for fun. Oh, I think I just deleted all my reference. Whoops. That's right. That has to stay like that. We should probably bring this around just for completion's sake. Today I finished a second elevator starting production plastic and rubber, and the next objectives plugged into 5 coal generators and running on petroleum coke. Oh, neat. I've not messed around with petroleum coke. New World and Update 5. I think my first one would crash a lot. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, but also dreading how my Update 4 world will translate. We're gonna have to do some work. We're gonna have to do some work, I think. Take it easy, Ronan Kai. Thanks so much for hanging out today. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you again. Whoa, what's going on there? All right, so this obviously needs to go down a little bit farther. Right, so there are the bottom 3 tiers, if we decide to keep them there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit, then 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. I feel like maybe we've made this one too small. But we'll go back up here now and work on deleting this stuff. I'm trying not to delete all one side because I want to remember where the edges are that I originally set up for the lines, because I really like the way that this looked yesterday. Normally the mask deletes a lot faster, but I don't delete anything on the back side there. Okay. So same thing. For clarity for now, we'll just change this to the fix-it wall. We'll put it back to concrete. Not that it really matters. I don't think you can see it, but for my own peace of mind. and sanity putting this together. So this is the back wall. We know that that's the back. And then we've got our nice positions for our two other walls. So to get the top parts, it's really easy. All we need to do is just grab one of these, zoop it up. Right? And then remove a bunch. And that's our farthest out point. Like that's the point that's the farthest out. And it looks like I need to come down by one more. And then I don't remember where the third one was. That's annoying. Then from here, this should go. No, so I made that wrong. That's the second line. This is the farthest out point. So this, yeah. Okay, there's our 3 layers right there. We know that this, yeah, that's the right layer. This is the back wall. Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. So our first layer out this way, that's correct. But we want to mimic these patterns. So, and actually we'll get clipped back there. So the reason I designed this way is because I wanted this middle tooth to be pointing down on the top. And then as you see in the middle and the bottom has got a gap. And I think that works better. All right, that goes away. Oh, that's wrong. Right? Okay. So that's good. Then we're going to take this piece right there and we're going to push that all the way across. Oops. So there's a good overlap there. The zooping thing just saves so much time. It also just feels good. Makes you feel like it, for the lack of a better word, it makes you feel powerful in the world. Creatively powerful. Does that make sense? Hi, Verti Rant. Hello. Welcome in. What was your idea? Something was your idea. Wasted 2 days building time rebuilding my entire base because it was too chunky. Too clunky. Yeah, I've redone some stuff too. I've redone some factory stuff that I had no plans on redoing, you know? Alright, so we've divided, this top part has got, that's 1, so then 2, 3, 4, 5. And total we've got 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if that's 5, then we've only got 4 left to play with. So it would be 2 and then 2. I feel like we had this lower. Yeah, I feel like here we'd add the 4 here. 2, 3, 4. Unless it would look better the other way. I'm not really sure. Go back over here. So many times we have to back up and look at stuff. You're an Italian cook, that's cool. Zupic is a really good way to get rid of a lot of concrete. That is 100% correct. If folks want to share the stream, actually, I didn't tweet out that I was switching over to Satisfactory. Whoops. I guess just tell a friend if you want to bring some people in. I think that's pretty good. It feels like it's big and then small and then smallest. Although we've done the opposite on the bottom, haven't we? Maybe this has to be brought up. I do find that's a little bit small on the bottom. No hover pack? No, I have, we have yet to unlock tier 7 and 8. We haven't gotten there yet. So I think I like that. I just feel like this is now feeling kind of low. So what if we brought this up? Not even. I don't want it to be too even. If we brought that up by 2, what do we have here at the bottom? It's the same thing, right? It's 1, 2, 1. Oh, here. That's the space there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got, we'll say 2 to there. 1, 2, 3. Then we could do 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm not sure if that looks right. Yeah, I think that's better than what we had before. here. No. You open your inventory when you're hovering? I didn't realize that you drop like a stone. It's good to know. More of an opportunity to put a small door in this too. No, let's just do this one at a time. Check that again. Stands to reason if you're digging your backpack, how can you control a jetpack? I guess that makes sense, yeah. Have you ever played Starbase? No, I haven't. I've heard of it, though. I think maybe someone else has asked on stream. Buffering some pasta? Nice. I tend to hoover pasta. That's how that works for me. It's basically a space MMO, but everything is destructible, and you can create spaceships and stations similar to Satisfactory. Aesthetically similar, too. Starbase. Interesting. That makes that feel a little bit better there, the little door at the bottom. But I think I'm happy with the way that that's looking. And now I guess we have to figure out the depth. And so what I was doing before was just a matter of looking up foundations. Oops. So it's tricky until you get the first one in. So we'll grab foundations, regular concrete. And I was using the 2-meter ones. These seem to work the best. And then from here, you just grab your double ramps and aim them down. And then everything snaps quite easily. It is not this easy with the roofs, I can tell you that right now. But I feel like that's pretty chunky. I mean, it's not very often we're going to be seeing it from above. But we will be seeing the underside of these ones, right? So I'm going to want to do the same thing underneath that. And I feel like the 3 of them will be pretty cool. Thanks, Be Brilliant. I appreciate that. So if I grab that and I look at... It's so hard to see. And then you gotta catch the corner the right way. Yeah, that's not working. Sometimes it's easier to just zoop across and then delete the ones in between that you don't want. And we can change the colors and stuff later. And then in here, I don't know what we're going to do. The idea would be to do the same thing, but there's going to be this weird gap. But the way that the game is lit, it might not matter. It might just look like a cool shadow. And this doesn't want to clip to the right block. So it'll be a little bit of tedium, but we'll be able to do it. It is dark in the game though, and I want to take a short break. I'm not going to take a super long break, but this is always really difficult to see, even though we've got some spotlights. And it's always healthy to take short breaks from the computer when you have a chance. Plus, I've been streaming for another hour. Hopefully the train is in. Hopefully we can catch it. Can't see if it's in or not. Looks like it might be at the other location. Yeah. That's cool. For folks that are new to the stream, new to the save, we'll grab the break train, ride around on our plastic and rubber supply, and then come back. Private rant. This is it's Metroplex. We're doing a factory build based on the Transformer Metroplex. That's what we're doing. McMosil, thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. I don't know if you followed, but I think you did. But thank you very much. Hopefully we'll see you in the future. Yeah, thanks, Hyderan. I don't know when you came in or when you came back from being AFK with the raid, but yeah, so we're using this shape language from the Transformer design, which I find works very well in Satisfactory. This isn't actually the first time we've done this. We've been trying to do it with Devastator, the Decepticon. So we've got a bright green and purple factory happening in the Stony Desert in the updated 4 build. So right now, we decided to just keep that theme going and go with Metroplex from the Autobots. It's an 800-meter tall transformer. We're not building the robot, and we're not building the aircraft carrier so much as we're taking design elements. His feet are really dominant, and I also like his chest and the guns, like the big shoulder guns. So we're going to try and incorporate some of that. It will be pretty distinct and pretty obvious that it's been inspired by Metroplex in the end, but I'm just gonna take a short break and I will be back in just a little bit. Alright, chance to hang out and chat while we're on the train, on the way back. What video are you talking about, Herding Cats? Welcome in. Good to see you. I missed the start of the conversation. Sounds like a pretty fun YouTube channel, though. I've been trying to figure out if I wanted to expand any other games. I know Satisfactory and Minecraft just take up so much time, it's hard to fit in another game, but I'd like to try to do something a little bit more action-packed, but also, like, you know, kick back and enjoy another simulation game or builder game. Moonglow Bay is something I might check out. I've got access to that with Xbox Game Pass. And am I making things up, or is that thing hanging off the side of the elevator, has that always been there? I don't know if that's always been there. Let's game it out. Oh yeah, okay. I've not actually seen him play, but I've seen I Am Kibitz joke around by watching one of his videos. I'm not sure where we want to put our elevator. We might not leave it in the base permanently. We might put it on top of this hill. Might be a pretty good spot for it, actually. Geronimo. How are we doing for gas? Oh, we're okay. It's a very long way down. Yep. Reminds me of being in Canyonlands in Utah. How are we doing for our stuff up here? Wasn't even paying attention. We got 100 and something computers now. Great, good stuff. Oh, what was the other unlock? I've got a stuff I can unlock now. Sulfur, 100 of those and 50 of those for expanded hand slot, and 200 and change. I feel like that's our next thing. I need more pipes. I don't remember what the bottom of this is. Oh, we already have it. Pocket dimension. So now we just need more sulfur. So we need more coal. I don't think I have any coal just kicking around anymore. No, I don't. So I need to go find our coal input to our steel, and I need to siphon off some coal. I do find it strange that it's broad daylight and it's still so dark in the game. It's gone back, after the last update, it's gone back to being dark. So there is some coal coming in. Let's pull something off of this. And we'll just put you into a bin right here. Let's do a lift first. Oh, that's the wrong way. Have to do another splitter. Oh, no, that's right. Bin. Why does that not work? Alright, doesn't matter. Because I had it backwards. Sometimes it's really hard to see. That'll slowly build us up some coal. Thanks, Sweet Sandy, yeah. Some days. I like to think I'm smart, but some days. Alright, so we're going to grab foundations. Really annoying that they don't snap. Like, you can't get them to rotate. They snap to the wrong things. If I remove this temporarily, it might be easier. Nope. I wonder if it's easier on the back side. It might be easier to do it back here. I hope this is right. If it's not right, I'm going to be annoyed. Because it's a lot easier to do it back here. I don't know if those are in the right spots. Some of them are, some of them are not. I want to say none of them are, because I got one wrong. Maybe it's just something I have to climb in here and do. That also seems to work too. Again, it's going to be difficult to do the top ones. We can't climb on them. And unfortunately, these walls, I don't know whether I painted these or whether they're just naturally that red, but we're going to change them to be a little bit more uniform in color. So let's try this one. Now we're cruising. Nice. The arrows are there, clearly showing how to put things, and I put them the wrong way. Yeah, I can see that. I have that issue sometimes. I love that you can change the lifts now, though, on the fly. That's really nice. Whoops. Oh no, that's right. That's 3. Or no, that's the second one. Now we need to do the top one. So I don't know about this one. So this one's going to be tricky because we can't walk along it. And I can't think of a better way to do this. I guess maybe the thing to do is going to be to just build along here. do it once and then delete it on the outside. Whoops. I just can't think of a better way to do it. I don't know how this crack is going to read. We might have to do something fancier in there. We might be just able to paint it a certain color and call her done. I think I got everything. Nope. Alright, I don't want to come up here again, so let's run and double check. Alright, so it looks like we got the whole thing. No gaps. That's good. And to do the top one, I guess we can just do the same thing, right? We can just kind of get ourselves to a point where we can just build along. The hard part is going to be able to see how we're doing this. Yeah, like I can't see the crack. That's not going to be the easiest thing. Maybe what we'll do... That one might be the easier thing to do from the other side. Man, being able to control how bright the highlight thing is for viewers and for myself is nice. The giant orange flash for the dismantle is still kind of rough. I thought I slowed myself down there. Maybe not. Can't wait till I get some free time and find a coal deposit. Nice. Have you figured out where they are from watching other people play, or are you in a completely different area? Getting off of biomass really opens up the game because it gives you so much more free time in the game. Wish you could turn the direction on the belts too. Yeah, that would be nice. At least they show you the direction now, which is cool. Herding cats, thanks so much. Have a good rest of your night. I gotta run soon anyway. I've only got a few more minutes, so you're not missing much. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. I think if we go to the other side, it's going to be easier to build the top ones by flying up there and attempting to do it that way. So it looks like those are all incorrect. That's right. I'm wondering if we could do something cool on the inside, like maybe have the reverse happen inside, because these are all going to be stepped out, right? So it's going to be really easy to put stuff on these. So we can have the inside of this build look just as cool if we wanted to. I think that could be super fun. I don't need those. One of them is a floor, though. Wait a minute. Let's not get rid of all of them just yet. One, two, three, four. Yeah, okay. That's meant to be there. So that is the little gap there. And I guess that's how that goes in the reverse. We have to do... Can't get them to click though, because this is on a different grid than the front. May I please see your truck route? Yeah, I mean it's just a truck in the distance. I don't know if we can see it actually. Oh, where am I? I'm stuck on the wall. Okay, I don't know that we need that or that anymore. Okay, I don't... Yeah, so they attach to the bottoms. Attach to the bottoms. It's probably just a matter of getting on a ladder and getting up there. Man, I know Cosmic jokes about me jumping off of heights in this game, but just the thought of climbing a ladder like this, nothing below you, nothing around you, just straight up hanging 200 meters off the side of a building. No, thank you. Now, before I get too carried away, I guess I should double check to make sure that I'm building the right one. I don't think I am. Yeah, they build... I have to go too high that way. Plus, then there's this one. Yeah, this side is going to be tedious, I think. Oh no, is it this one? I can't remember how this goes. Yeah, okay, that's right. So yeah, I don't know what to do about this gap. It's not going to remain white. We're going to change that to be a better color. Right now it's just easy to see what we're doing. But I mean, if you look at it this way, see the depth that we've got going on? Like, it has this really nice kind of cascade to it. It's not completely symmetrical, so it has a little bit of interest. Like, it's a little bit closer to the top up here than it is down there. I feel like it has... It feels like it moves, right? That was the idea. It feels like it could move if it was designed to. Time to go, says Cosmic. You're right. Yeah, it is. I got to wrap things up here. But it looks like we had this one right. So I think on the upside of things... Well, we know that this is going to be here because this gap is only one foundation tall, right? So then we know that this is going to be not that way. I had it. So annoying. I think the wall is messing with us too. Nope, it's not there either. Yeah, there's just this ever so slight change with these two. Are those farther apart? Or do they line up? No, they line up. Okay. I don't like. I sort of don't want to cover that up. I kind of want to see. It almost looks like tracks. Like it almost looks like these big treads that would move the door. So we'll see. I might be able to come up with a cool way to keep that visual. However, unfortunately, I gotta go. Well, unfortunately for you, fortunately for me, I'm going out for beer. So a rare thing these days, but something that I managed to find time for. So if you've enjoyed this, please leave a follow before you take off. We're going to jump in the hypertube so we can look at the whole thing. And be sure to check out the other podcasting stuff that I do, like the Spawn Chunks all about Minecraft and the Sizzle Cafe all about sci-fi and fantasy entertainment. Word has it someone in the Twitch chat is going to write in about Star Wars, their first time viewing it on the Sizzle Cafe. So that should be a fun conversation. You can also check me out on Twitter at Joel Duggan. You can support the stream here with a Tier 1 or Prime Gaming sub, or on patreon.com/JoelDuggan, where you can get entrance into the Discord. And all of those, the Tier 1, the Prime, and the Patreon, they all lead to the Discord. So that is super, super cool. This is coming along. It's big. It's feeling messy down here, but I'm liking everything up here, with the exception of those. Those are going to go away. But I hope you had a good time today. We're going to try to pass you on to somebody else playing Satisfactory or Minecraft. I'm sure Cosmic will throw some suggestions in chat. And I will catch you all tomorrow. By the way, before I go, time change overnight, North America. I will be going from UTC -3 to UTC -4 tomorrow. So as of midnight tonight. So if you're used to my stream times being, 1 p.m. -3, it's going to be 1 p.m. We are at -4 tomorrow. So tomorrow that is going to be 12 Eastern in the US, but they're experiencing the same time change. So just looking forward to seeing you all again. I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night. Bye for now.